Top 10 Parfums Marley fragrances. So at number 10, we've gone with Darley. I really like this. It's similar to Le Mal by Jean-Paul Gaultier. This one is more lavender heavy than that. That's more of a synthetic lavender and vanilla. I believe this is real lavender in this. It certainly smells like it. Very versatile, a good springtime fragrance. At 9, I've gone for Pegasus Exclusif. I never was a massive fan of the Pegasus DNA with the almond. I think it's a little bit challenging. This one's done a lot better than the original for me. You've got the addition of the oud. For me, it's more masculine, more dark, and I just prefer this for the colder weather to the original. Number 9. At number 8, I've got Sedley. People will be disappointed by this, I'm sure. I think most people would rank this very highly. To me, the performance is just disappointing. I can't get good performance out of this. I get, the projection and the CR just isn't really there. It doesn't last that long on me. The smell is great. It's quite heavy on the ambroxan. You've got a nice lemon opening. I believe there's some suede in here as well. It does get nicer on the dry down, but for me, the lack of performance just makes me disappointed with it, really. At 7, we have Perseus. Performance still isn't the best with this, but I get better performance than I do with Sedley. I also really like the heavy grapefruit opening. There is more going on than just grapefruit. I remember when I first got this, I thought it'd be a bit of a grapefruit bomb by what it was being compared to, but it does have a lot more going on. It has a lot of depth. You get the tonka bean in the dry down, smooths it out nicely. For me, it's probably my favorite fresh one from the brand. At number 6, we've got Kalan. This one is very underrated, I feel. I think it got a lot of hate when it was released. It is similar to Baccarat Rouge. I've seen it compared to that. I can agree with that. It's more of a kind of peppery version. It's basically pepper and spices, and it leans that Baccarat Rouge kind of direction. I think it's really nice. Performance is excellent on this. It really does last a long time. If you spray your clothes, you'll be noticing this a lot throughout the day. For me, underrated, and I really do like Kalan at number 6. Apologies if I've messed up any pronunciations, by the way. That might be Kalan, not Kalan, but maybe someone in the comments can put me right. Anyway, at number 5, we've got Herod. This is tobacco vanilla. I think Isoe Super in here. I've heard some people say you get some cherry in the opening. I don't really get that. To me, it's got kind of a milky vanilla, as opposed to like Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille. It's kind of a milky vanilla, some incense, and some tobacco. Very masculine. I get decent performance. I've heard people criticize the performance. For me, the performance is okay. The smell is excellent, and it's a really nice winter choice. At number 4, we're going with Haltane. This gets compared to Oud for Greatness, and there definitely is a likeness to that. There's a freshness with this as well. The blast you get in the opening, I think it's the bergamot, you get an initial fresh blast, which means you could wear this in the slightly warmer weather. It is primarily a cold weather fragrance. It's quite heavy. But for me, a really nice one. Pretty safe and mass appealing. A slight risk. I'd definitely say try before you buy. This is highly rated by a lot of people, and for good reason. Haltane. I'm going with Percival at number 3. This could have been higher. I even considered it for first place because it's such a safe all-rounder. I kept this in my car for a while, and if I was about to get out and go somewhere important or whatever, I would spray this, as it's just so mass appealing, so safe, great for all occasions. I mean, it's one of the best on the market if you just want a dumb reach, all season, all occasion. Performance for me is a bit disappointing. That's probably why it didn't get number 2 or number 1. I wish it would last longer, but in terms of the smell, it's very difficult to beat. Number 2, we've got Althair. Again, I probably messed up the pronunciation there. This is a winter fragrance. It's basically Christmas in a bottle to me. It's cinnamon and vanilla. You get some orange blossom in here as well, but primarily it's cinnamon vanilla kind of mix. It smells very sort of edible, gourmand fragrance for sure. This is like Christmas in a bottle. Honestly, if you want a fragrance for the really cold winter months, this will be very addictive. It'll get you a lot of compliments, and for me, definitely one of the best from the brand. For me, I've gone for Oajan. It's probably a good point in the video to tell you that Leighton and Carlisle give me headaches. So those didn't feature in the list. I don't own them. They're good fragrances, and I can see why people like them a lot, but they didn't rank for me. Oajan, I think, includes kind of the best elements of those 2 fragrances. I don't know if there's patchouli in here, but I kind of get that sense from it. And with Leighton, you've got the kind of apple that's in here. It's kind of an apple, cinnamony. It is close to Angel's Share by Kilian. It smells, to me, with more naturals. I think Angel's Share is more synthetic. But this is kind of that gourmand again fragrance, spicy, kind of Middle Eastern, with apple and vanilla. Great performance. You'll get whiffs of this throughout the day. You'll get a lot of compliments from this. Great cold weather fragrance. For me, the best from the brand, certainly my favourite. I think any of the top 3 on a different day could have maybe challenged for number 1, but this is my favourite. Oajan, top of the list. Let me know what you think in the comments, what you agree with, what you disagree with, and I'd be glad to hear from any of you. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it at all, please press subscribe, and I appreciate any support.